welcome to the
I know. That is a Monday for you, isn't it?
Is it Monday?
It is a Monday. It is a Monday. Post-Broncos win. All good things. Everything's fantastic. We've got devil worshiping in country music.
That was a headline I saw this morning.
Yeah.
Like it's all over the socials. Was there a Zach Brown Band Sphere show where there was satanic worshiping going on? You would know.
Yeah, that's the headline we're seeing, like you said, everywhere this morning. I was at the show. He's doing a residency in Vegas, and it kicked off this past weekend. And on Saturday night, went to the Zach Brown show, pretty much maintained devil-free worship the whole time.
Yeah, but you have an asterisk there.
Okay.
Saying that it could have been mistakenly some people, maybe some Karens were like offended by some of the wardrobe.
I'm not surprised that some people were a little bit offended by the show. Here's what I'll say. First of all, first time at the Sphere. Of course, it's brand new. It is indescribable.
Mm-hmm.
It is really, really cool. If you get a chance to go, I know you're going to have an opportunity at some point. It is worth it just to see it. Zach Brown Band kicks off their show. And when you think of them, you think opening for Kenny Chesney, selling out shows. It's a dance party. You know, knee deep in the water somewhere. I got the blue skies, breathe, whatever. That is not at all what this show was, because it became theatrical, and it was called Love or Hate and Love, or no, Fear and Love.
They decided to put on a skit.
They did. There was monologuing, there was storytelling, and there was a very dark past. It started with everyone kind of going, "Whoa, did you guys know this?" And he talked in detail about abusive stepdads,
childhood,
abusive boyfriends coming in and out, living in battered women's shelters with his mom. So it started with a tone that was very dark.
Not celebratory.
No. So you're there for like, chicken fried's my favorite. And then he comes out with this speech before about how he used to sleep with a knife because he was scared, right? So this is important to the story of devil worship here. And I say that very loosely with air quotes.
And these speeches, that speech, other speeches were live, or were they on the screen pre-taped?
Screen pre-taped.
Okay, got it.
So the tone of the show starts like that. And as soon as the show starts, this red door comes flying at you. The show starts.
Did you have glasses on? Was it 3D?
No.
Okay.
But it is 3D.
Okay.
They're wearing all of these red clothes with flames, and the red lights up, and they have like these horned hats on that light up. So we're like,
Satan.
Whoa, this is a whole different thing. And up on the screen is this giant skeleton, and it's all like death. And he's got a knife, and it's very knife forward. You know how you do on a Saturday night.
Zach Brown Band, bringing the heat.
Then there's another thing, and I'm wondering it's either that, or that there's another thing where he's talking about like being one with the land in Alaska.
Well, that's nice.
I thought it was nice too, but then somebody comes out like dressed in a robe and had some sort of what do you call it? I don't know.
What the
like
Grim Reaper wears or
staff
carries?
Yeah,
no,
like
the
a staff.
The
not a sickle.
Sickle.
Not a sickle, but like a, you know, so I'm sure, I don't know if there was something on top. I couldn't really see that
Was
part.
it a devil's head?
A wizard staff?
A
like
wizard
Gandalf?
staff. It was very Gandalf-y. There was a robe. And then the thing, I know there was a robe because I leaned over to my friend who I was with and I said, I wonder if he got that at Pottery Barn. And that was funny.
They sell robes at Pottery Barn?
Yeah.
Oh.
They're very furry.
Okay. Thought they just sold furniture. What is Pottery Barn? You buy clothes at Pottery Barn?
Just a robe, and it's very Pottery Barn, so it's over the top. So that was it. She got the joke right away. Trey got the joke right away too. Yeah.
I guess it's been a minute since I've been in Pottery Barn to shop for robes.
Yeah, hey, when you connect demonic worship in Pottery Barn, then I'll judge your jokes.
So did you like it?
Yes, I did. It was not the Zach Brown show that you would go and normally see. So I can get why some people are talking about it. There was people that came all over the world to see it. Remember when Eric Church did his 3 nights at Red Rocks and one was acoustic, or when he recorded his acoustic show at Red Rocks and everyone was complaining because you think you're seeing one show, but you didn't. It was a different show, and that's the artist's right to do.
Yeah, sure.
So I mean, I'm kind of here for it. Not the devil worship, but if it did happen and he pulled it off in front of everybody, I would be like, well, good on you, man. You did it.
So, and how you're describing the show, I don't How do you work in chicken fried with something like this?
That's an excellent question. Because after the robe, we're like, when's he going to do knee
You know,
deep?
the abuse I was growing up with and all of
Yes.
the knives I had to sleep with. Anyway, here's chicken fried. You know, I like my chicken.
And you're right. Sometimes didn't work.
Really?
Because you're just like, you know?
Whiplash.
Like knee deep was super fun and the whole place was bouncing like to the waves and that was up on the screen and you think you're going into something and then all of a sudden there's another
Back
song,
to a
like,
trauma.
right? Like he really did this show, Fear and Love. So it would be a love song, a fun one, and then all of a sudden you'd be getting this song and he's up there in a fur underwear fighting somebody, nipple forward part of the show.
Oh, he had his shirt off? Was that on screen or was he shirt off on stage?
It was on screen. But maybe next time he'll take the robe off.
Let me ask you this. It sounds like a lot of it was pre-produced on-screen stuff. Did Zach did he do any of the talking himself live there on stage or was he just there to play songs?
Very little talking live on stage.
So he let the pre-recorded stuff do all of the work. Okay,
and then he would change clothes. There was like costume changes. Like it was a massive production. I will say this, if you're going to go see a show at the Sphere, very little time you spend watching the artist. So an artist, I would think, has to go in knowing they're not even really looking at me because you're so overwhelmed with what's above you that it's not a connected concert like seeing something at even Empower that's big. It's very, very disconnected from the artist, but in a good way because you're seeing so much more.
Yeah, sure.
Totally worth an experience.
Was there dancing or was just sitting?
There was sitting. There was some standing up where I was. Yes. And then I looked out on the floor because they sold floor seats and they were like this.
Oh, so I bet that was bad for them.
So,
Kink in the neck.
I think they were just watching the spectacle that it was. Super, super, super cool. There is nothing like it in this world.
Zach Brown had a good look at his, the people standing up their necks because they were just doing this.
That's all
he was just watching their necks.
Is artery. That's all.
Medical exam.
Adam's apple? No. Adam's
maybe
apple,
some cleavage.
No.
And
way up there, way up top.
Yeah.
Way up top. I'm very anxious to see what happens though in the next couple of days if he addresses it because that's not the only weekend. This residency is
he's got a few. Yeah,
he's got some more shows, and a lot of people traveled. A lot of our listeners at KYGO spent time and money, like NFRs going on, traveling to go see this big show in Vegas right now.
Yeah, you're not going to produce that much and then only be a one and done. This is going to be there a while. Even probably in a couple months, he'll come back for more of it.
And it was fantastic. I give it a shining review because it was just so cool to see. Did he pull an okie doke on us though?
Anyway.
Am I marked with the beast? Am I marked with the beast?
Anyway, here's chicken fried. It's so cool.
Damn it, honey, I wore a Hawaiian shirt to this. You should have told me. Well, you've been warned, okay? A nice sweater, you'll be fine. Something with the mark of the beast. But it can be wool.
Why does Satan love wool so much?
Well, cashmere, I think, too, is whatever you choose. Now you know going in.
All right. Have a great day.